The Chud the Builder strategy is leaking oil. Now, they was hoping that they would get the help of some of these radical black MAGA conservatives that would be on their side. But the funny thing is, Brandon Tatum and the Hodge twins, man, these guys, they're still black. And they're not agreeing with this. Now, Brandon Tatum is the same guy that had a problem with George Floyd, that didn't have a problem with that cop on George Floyd's neck. He didn't have a problem with Breonna Taylor. He said disparaging things about all these black people. He always took the side of cops, even when W's disagreed with him, right? But when it comes to this Chud the Builder, Chud doesn't have his support.
I'm saying this about this guy is because I cannot stand people like this. I cannot stand people that spend their time, effort, and energy to go around and live stream confronting people and being disrespectful nut jobs and antagonizing people to get confrontation. And when they get the confrontation, they want to pull a gun and shoot people and do all this old crazy stuff when they are the ones who are the instigators. You cannot go out and instigate a conflict, and then when you start losing a conflict, you want to try to pull a gun. This is defense, self-defense 101. Self-defense is when somebody's attacking you and you feel like your life is in serious threat of bodily injury or death, then you can use deadly force. But there's a force continuum. You can only use equal amount of force as somebody's, presenting to you. Now, in self-defense, if you did not create this situation and you defend yourself, you're good. But if you went out and created a situation, you cannot then claim self-defense once a person retaliates against you. This fool, he looks stupid. But what he's doing is a person that is broken and damaged and that needs attention, they go out and they create environments where they get assaulted so they can be a martyr and they can raise money or they can go viral. All of that stuff, listen, young people, all of that is going to lead you to where he ended up. Now, he's innocent until proven guilty, but he's facing a serious situation because he out here playing. Instead of creating real valuable content, he's out here playing games and being disrespectful to people. All right, roll the clip. Here's
you. Go pick up my hat, Nick. You heard me. Touch me again. Touch me again. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Hey, don't hit me with that.
I ain't gonna pray you. That wants to put his hands on me again. Go home with you. Let's go get his ass. Yeah, you better run, you. He just cops. Yeah, throw some and run away.
Now, the Lord is on my side. Y'all quit playing with God. That's why you up in the situation you're in now. You playing with God.
So now, with this MAGA stuff of Make America Great Again, and we be seeing all the stuff that a lot of these W's been saying about black people, those radical right conservatives, they hear the whispers. They know that they're not accepted, but they was trying to do anything and everything they can do in their power to be accepted. But with this Chud the Builder and a lot of these so-called radicals supporting Chud, a lot of the black conservatives are like, uh-oh, nah, we can't get behind this, man. We can't support this. And they got their family members looking at them like this, too. Because just because they're Sambo conservatives don't mean that their family members agree with them. No, That don't mean your mama agree with you. That don't mean your dad agree with you or your brother or whatever. So they know that this is dead wrong, right? And Chud's defense team has been sending letters to all of these conservatives to try to get them on his side to be sympathetic towards his plight, and it's backfired, right? Brandon Tatum ain't on his side. But guess who else ain't on his side? The Hodge twins. The Hodge twins is like, no can do. We can't do this. I don't want to be a part. I won't want to take part in none of this, right? They're making fun of him.
Crazy, like Chud the Builder's defenders. It says just a word. It's just a word.
It's not just a word.
Well, it's just a word, but it's got a lot of history. But it's an offensive word, right? Let's say I go.
It's easily the most horrible word in any language.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that, whatever. But let's say I go into a white neighborhood, or let's just say some outdoor concert, and it's a country music concert. It's a number of white people, cowboy hats, and I take my black ass in there and I start saying offensive things to white men's white wives, like, yeah, hey, you want to be a mud shark? Yeah, you want some? And then the husband gets mad. He said something, and then she said something. I said, you know what, you fat mud shark? I don't want you anyway.
Yeah.
And let's say they throw a punch at me, and then I back up, pull up my gun, and shoot.
Yeah.
You think I'm justified in that? It's just words. It's my freedom of speech. Do you think I'm justified in that situation? Shooting and unaliving somebody.
Yeah.
When I provoked and instigated the entire encounter.
It's a slippery slope for our society, too. What's going to stop a black man from going out there flipping the script? Say, hey, your wife looks like an in-lover.
Now don't be so quick, because these so-called conservatives don't care nothing about black people. They just know that Chud pushed the line too far, and they can't go that far because they know that there's no coming back for them. So they're not going to go all the way down the line, because they know that they can't go around W folks and do that, what Chud was doing. See, they're supposed to read a script and never go against W's. Y'all see what happened with Nick Fuentes when he voiced his opinion on it? Man, they was destroying Nick Fuentes, Anthony Brian Logan, right? Even the Haas twins, right? All these guys was getting smoked, right? When you disagree with their playbook. When Brandon Tatum was supporting the protected group, man, they was calling him all kinds of primates and everything, right? So these people are not your friends, man. They destroyed Anthony Brian Logan, right? In with that Carmelo Anthony case, right? You are supposed to say what they want you to say and only what they want you to say.
She looks like a mud shark to me.
Yeah. And you provoke them, and there's
Yeah.
some kind of fight, and then because he has the gun, he ends up shooting that white person. Like, would Chud the Builder be out there saying these things if he didn't have pepper spray and a gun?
And people, his followers supporting him. Y'all
Yeah.
really did that man a disservice.
Yeah. Would he be saying those words?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be saying any of that stuff if he didn't have that pepper spray or that gun.
Or those followers. Or the comments, hey, man, I support what you do. The reason why he's in jail mainly is because of you guys. Y'all should have talked some sense in him. I mean, what are we trying to gain from this? So white people can use the N-word? I don't even think black people should use the N-word. I cringe when black people call each other N-word. And you white people are like actually supporting a man going up to black strangers saying the N-word? The history behind that word, they used to hang black people and white people who defended black people. And they were Republicans. Y'all gonna defend that word? Modern day? You gonna defend that word?
Freedom of speech. Stop chimping out.
If anybody was chipping out, it was Chud. How are you gonna chip out, and then when somebody gets a neurological and a mental reaction, you say they're chipping out? Does that make any sense? That's just gaslighting.
Yeah, he knows the word has a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
If it didn't, he wouldn't say the word.
Yeah.
That's why he's saying it.
Pizza is a word.
Yeah.
Feet is a word.
Yeah.
Mushroom tip is a word. Finger is a word. The N-word, that's not just a word. You can lose your life over saying that word.
Now remember, these are the same people saying that W's can use the N-word and saying that they would rather live in a W majority country. They was the same people. See, these guys, they grift to wherever the money go. Wherever the money go, they go. That's what they run to. They don't give a darn about that brother that was Pow Pow or Chud. They just go to the internet, and wherever the consciousness of the people are swaying, right, that's where they go, because they was just talking like this.
Good show. For the most part, in America, we got equal rights, right? But there's actually a group of people that claim to be oppressed in this country, and they set limits to what white people can say. Like, white people can't use the N-word.
That don't seem fair to me. I mean,
You know what? Especially when you came up with the word.
yeah, you invented the word. Give them some respect. Give them the respect they deserve. They came up with the word. But y'all know how sensitive black folks are. Man, these people are crybabies. They crying and nag about everything. Oh, you can't say that. That's our word.
Well, what's the argument?
That's the epitome of racism.
Hey, so what's the argument black people make? We took that word that ends in ER, and we changed it in like a term of an endearment to greet each other, right?
Yeah.
So it's got the L on the end. She's the one with the L on the end.
Yeah.
But because this word has roots in racism and oppression, because the word has roots.
Now, I told you on the internet you could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker as long as you're charismatic enough. And you see a lot of hypocrites online, man. And you see them now. They're telling W's that they can use the N-word. We too sensitive. They want to live. They don't want to live in a country that They want to only live in a country that's majority W, right? They say all kinds of things to cater to the mindset of W's, right? Why at the expense of talking down on their own people? Because these guys are black, right? They know they're black. So now with Chud the Builder, and they see a lot of W's are not siding with them, then which way they go? They go with wherever the W's are thinking. All right, well, we're not going to side with Chud. No, we're not riding with Chud. That's a bad word. So they give scenarios that if a black man walk up to a W man and says, some disparaging things to his wife, it could turn into a problem, right? Well, they start getting pushback and backlash for their stance, and this is what they were saying.
Black person saying it to another black person, and vice versa. A white person saying that to another black person. That word is not just a word, and anybody saying it's just a hasty generalization. Yeah. You're gaslighting yourself at that point.
Yeah. Now, in this particular instance, we don't really know much what happened.
Yeah.
I heard some audio of Chud talking.
Yeah.
He actually shot himself and the guy twice. Yeah. Well, he had a graze. But anyway, Chud noticed that the black guy or black guys were pointing and laughing.
Yeah.
So Chud went over there and engaged in a conversation with them. Right? And then this ensued.
Yeah.
Like whenever you have self-defense, you got to look at proportionality and who instigated the confrontation.
Right.
Right. It sounds like in Chud's statement on the audio said he tried to walk away. That's what he's saying. But there's a lot of witnesses. And if he did not walk away and he instigated the conversation,
he starts saying, ooh, and so, hey, look, he's chimping out. And he calls him N-word. That weakens his self-defense claim.
It really
because
does,
you were the initiator.
Now, if the guy's on top of him, pummeling him, and he's on the ground, and that's why he ended up shooting
he's the aggressor.
Yeah, and he ends up shooting himself. And that's why he shot himself, because the guy's beating the out of him.
Yeah, then Chud justified self-defense.
Then he's actually justified.
But what Nick said, there's a treasure trove of evidence against him. It shows premeditation. He's not going to look very good in court.
Man, he's got stuff online. It's like,
this is the funny part. I'm real interested to see what Tommy Sotomayor's response is to this. I haven't seen him in a while. Seen him comment. I haven't seen if he commented on this or whatever. But these grifters are crazy. Now the defense are going to stay far away from anybody black to be in that jury pool, boy. Listen, they're not going to want to put nobody black there, man, because this guy won't stand a chance. They would have to go get Clarence Thomas, maybe one of his, maybe Roger Thomas or somebody. They would have to go get somebody because he's in trouble, man. Like he had that tweet, grand finale, unalive chimp on the ground, remember? Right? So he got all that kind of stuff working against him, man. This dude is in serious trouble. And now you don't have the Hodge twins. You don't have Brandon Tatum on your side. Oh, man, listen, when you ain't got Brandon Tatum on your side, you can cancel Christmas, bro. Man, it's over, man. It's over for them. But these guys are the ultimate grifters because these guys are the guys that, man, these dudes right here, man, listen, they got years of just saying all kinds of disparaging things about black people, man, right? And they gained a large following of those radical right conservative W's, man, because they used them as mascots. These dudes were the ultimate mascots, man, the ultimate mascots. And now they figuring it out that you'll never be accepted by these guys, right? They break their tools when they done. So now they like, man, no, we ain't riding with this. This is too far, right? Even for Brandon Tatum and the Hodge twins. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. Do y'all believe these guys, man? Let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.